My client hasn't had a haircut in 2 months. In this video, I'm going to show y'all how to do a wave cut with a mid taper, no C-cups. So I'm bringing the hair down with a 1.5. Because he hasn't had a haircut in so long and he didn't sleep without a do-rag, the hair is just sticking up as I'm going over it with this 1.5. He also has like a really good curl pattern. So if it's not maintained properly, it's definitely going to stick up. Here I'm going to set in my ball guideline with my Stylecraft sabers. And usually I put a little bit of an arch to my guidelines, but because he didn't really want it like a high taper, I just figured I'd just do straight across. And now I'm just kind of like debulking a little bit, seeing how high I want to go with the blend. That was with a 2 guard, and I'm coming back with my Uno shavers and just making sure that like all that stubble hair is removed. Now I'm coming in with my barberless clipper, setting in that second guideline. And now I'm attacking the bottom of that guideline. Whenever I take out the bottom guideline, I'm kind of, well, here I'm using the corner, but I'm going past the guideline, almost like I'm setting another one, but I'm flicking out while I do so, just to make sure that I completely take out that ball line. And now I'm using my Stylecraft savers, coming in with the 1 guard just to set in my next guideline. And whenever you're doing a haircut on curly hair, any type of coarse hair, you want to make sure that you're brushing the hair down or use a comb. Usually when I get to like the 1.5 spot, I like to use a comb. I don't think I did here, but you just want to make sure that you lay that hair back down, because you won't get a consistent cut. It'll be kind of like all over the place because you won't really see what it is that you're trying to blend. Now I'm coming in with my 0 guard, trying to take out that in between the 0 and the 1 guard. And now I'm using my 2, just because, like I said, I don't want to take the blend up too high. I like giving dumb high tapers, but my client doesn't want a really high taper, so I'm just gonna try not to take it up too high. Now I'm coming back with my 1.5, trying to see whatever it is that's in between the 1 and the 2. Just kind of clear it out a little bit. And I always like to go with the grain when I'm doing a wave cut. When he does start brushing his hair and he does lay it down, I don't want that excess hair to be like hanging over and then it's a super hard line in his blend until he gets his next haircut. I'm using my barberless clipper again, just trying to like clean up that ball guideline, detail a little bit. So it's funny, one of my clients had booked with another barber in the shop, and he was kind of like trying to apologize for it. I don't know, bro. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I would much rather my client to stay in the barbershop that I'm at than to go somewhere else. Because 1, at least they're getting a haircut by somebody that I know and that I trust. And then 2, I'm able to see them still, so I don't got to worry about losing them as a client. And if I lose them as a client, I would rather lose them as a client to somebody that's in the barbershop that I work with that's gonna make the money, versus losing them to somebody else in another barbershop that's making money. I'm real big on like everybody eating for real. I'm not a real greedy person, man. I really believe that the foundation that I stand on with my faith, that I'm gonna be successful no matter what client is in my chair. And when you think that way and that's your thought process, you don't really be like, oh, I'm gonna be greedy or I want everybody to come to me. Like, nah, I don't think that way, man. We all brothers in the shop. And, everybody eats, B. Y'all know the vibes. Everybody eats. And then I just went over top a little bit, just trying to ensure that it's all a 1 guard length, a 1.5 guard length. We're at 404 subs right now. This is insane, bro. I'm looking at this channel and the way that we're growing, and I don't even know how to react to it, because it's just so dope that everybody's liking the video, subbing to the channel, commenting, and giving me feedback. Like, I wasn't really expecting this to happen this soon. I'm just real appreciative of it. Super thankful for y'all. I know somebody commented a few days ago asking a question about how to blend the hair and not to take too much off the side of the lineup when doing like a taper or something like that. And I'm gonna do a whole in-depth video tailored to that question. But if y'all could do me a favor and leave a comment down below with any questions you guys have, I want to help you guys with problems and not just telling you the basics of a haircut. So if there's anything that you guys can think of that confuses you, or something that you really can't get across through your mind when it comes to the blend, when it comes to a haircut, what type of haircuts to do with head shapes, whatever the case may be, just give me something to talk about in these videos, and I'll try my best to break it down. So we head into the back taper now. Same thing that I did on the taper. I'm gonna start off by just debulking. And this is always good when you're cutting. This is not a new client for me, but when you're cutting a new client, it's always good to debulk the taper first or the fade first, because you might use a 1 or 1.5 or whatever when you're debulking, and you'll see underneath that 1 or 1.5 there's like a light spot, and it's like, dang, I'm glad I seen that, because imagine if I would have tried to keep that part dark when I did the rest of my taper or the rest of my fade, and now it's super uneven once I took that guard there, so like, it's always good to debulk a little bit before you get into your blend. Just kind of like look at the foundation, if you will. So I'm just setting my ball guideline here. I know this finna come out crooked. Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I be watching videos and I see this, I be getting annoyed. I try to look in the mirror as much as I can, because the mirror definitely tell you. If like this camera was wider, or my lens was wider, you would definitely see, like, I'm constantly looking in the mirror while I'm cutting hair. If you don't know that you messed up and you feel like the blend is fine, and you turn around and look at that mirror, the mirror is not gonna lie to you. So utilize the mirror whenever you're doing the haircut. And especially like for me, when I'm recording these videos, I'm trying to get these lines as straight as possible. To me, it'll look like it's straight. It's a whole different angle than what the camera in the mirror is showing. So I try to use the mirror as much as I can. I'm still getting used to these angles of like not stepping in front of the camera. Just trying to clear out some space, because that zero guard in the back is really important. It always it is important to every blend. It brings that blend together so fire. So here's the zero guard right here, and because his hair kind of like swirls in the back, you can see I'm angling the clipper at a different angle. It's so good to have a clock in your shop. If y'all anything like me, them circle clocks, I can read them, but it's gonna take me a minute to take a look at it and read it. So this digital clock is fire for me. So yeah, his hair is growing in like every which way on the left side of the taper. So whatever way I see the hair growing, that's the way that I'm cutting. You want to follow the way that the hair grows, because if not, you're not getting a clean, precise cut. And this is just a 1.5 right here. I'm just trying to blend a little bit into that bulky area right there. I don't mind if it's like a little bit of a line. I just don't want it to be harsh, because the worst thing with a waver is taking your, well, he's not really like trying to get crazy waves, but the worst thing that you can do if you were cutting a waver that was serious about their waves would be to cut into their waves. I had waves before, and I liked cutting my own hair because I ain't have to worry about nobody even messing up any type of wave pattern. So wavers work real hard to get, the pattern that they have. It takes months. Some people, it takes a whole year to be able to get to, that angle, or that their crown area. They want their waves to come down to the shores. Some wavers, like they take it real serious, man. And you don't want to jeopardize that trust with your client. I'm just lining up around the ear right here. This is one of my favorite parts of the cut, man. Like, that line is just so gas. Y'all really helping me get out of my comfort zone. Like, I remember when I first started doing this YouTube thing, and I was just, you know, kind of just see what it does. And you know, as of lately, doing these haircut tutorials, like, I'm getting more confident. I feel a lot better about it. I can't wait to get more fire cuts on my channel. Like, I got so many clients that I cannot wait to record because their cuts just be coming out so clean, man. The crown is very important. You know, you want to make sure that the crown of their hair is real clean, and you have to take your time because some people's hair, that crown swirls in so many different directions, and if you don't cut with the swirl or with where the hair is going, you can give them a patch. So that's why I keep combing the hair down and then, you know, going over it with the clipper, and that's why you see me following the angles. I'm trying to just make sure that that part is as clean as possible. I'm just spraying some alcohol on the hairline. I'll just try to, you know, dry out the skin a little bit, clean it up. That way when I come back with the clipper, the skin is clean. You know, it makes it a little bit easier, and you could get that ash line a whole lot better as well. Yeah, it's just hairline prep, man. You don't really got to do all of this to do a lineup. I just enjoy doing it. Like, I know some people, they think that this is extra. They think that this is like a lot of work, but I enjoy having fun and being able to be creative while I cut hair. So if you like being creative, man, figure out ways. As long as the cut comes out fire, as long as the cut comes out the way that you wanted it to, bro, it don't matter. Just have fun. Systems are important though. Like, systems are very important. I think for me, my system depends on the type of haircut that I'm doing. My guidelines, I usually do them all the same, but I really try to focus in on paying attention to, you know, the type of client, the type of hair texture, where the hair is growing. I don't know if I put this side of the lineup in the video because, oh yeah, I do. Because I ended up stepping in front of the camera. Yeah, I stepped in front of the camera, so I had to skip past that part. I mean, I'm just sending the vertical bar right here. I think I already did the rest of the front lineup. Look at Jay, what are you doing, man? Jenny hair, bro, is funny. That's my dog, man. I really be having a blast in the shop, bro. Like, it's hard to work in a place where you don't really enjoy your environment. And, you know, I've had multiple jobs before I became a barber. I literally, like, if I actually made a list of how many different jobs I had, it's probably like 20 for real. And it was all like in the same 2-3 year span. Like, I just used to go crazy. But it was because I knew that I didn't like working for people. I knew that I liked to create, you know, my own space and have fun with what I was doing. I never looked at a job as something like, oh, you know, I gotta just abide by every rule. It's like, nah, I like to have a good time while I'm working. And a lot of the rules that these companies was having just was annoying. Like, I don't even mean to sound like that guy, but I want to have fun, bro. Like, I don't want y'all to always try to keep me restricted. I can't do certain things. And it's one thing that's dope about being a barber, being an entrepreneur. Like, you get to work alongside other people that feel the same way. And if you can find somewhere where they create an environment that's extremely fun and that you guys are lifting each other up and you get to have, you know, conversations that's gonna take all of y'all to the next level, man, that right there, you know, you can't ask for much more than that when it comes to a job. And this environment that's being built right here, bro, we literally kick it. Like, it's been about 2 months. I really don't think that I can say that there's been a day where I'm like, I don't even want to be here. You know, except for when it snows. When it snows, I just want to be at home. I think that's anybody for real. This cut came out real clean. I enjoyed this process. I enjoyed talking to you guys. I appreciate y'all for trusting in me, finishing all the way up through to this video. If you could like and comment, you know, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. It helps YouTube pushes my content to other people. And yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one.